Happy New Year, everybody. It's 2020. I hope you guys had a great night last night. I was in bed by 10 o'clock. I never saw that ball drop last night. We're going to talk about goal setting today. And I know 2020, everybody's got videos out. I've watched 3 of them already talking about goals. I want to talk about being smart about it. Let's set some smart goals. So the term SMART, S-M-A-R-T, is an acronym for setting goals. It's used in business a lot, but you can use it to apply it to your weight loss also. So let's break it down here. SMART. S means be specific. When you write a goal for your weight loss, be specific in your goal. Set a real goal with a real deadline, but be specific in that you also list the steps you're going to take to get to that goal. Having a goal like, I want to lose weight, who doesn't? Having a goal like, I want to lose 10 pounds within the next 8 weeks. And to do that, I am going to follow the WW blue plan or green plan or whatever plan you want to follow. And I am going to be tracking every day. I am going to be eating healthy foods every day. Goals like that. So that's what the S means, be specific. M means measurable, set a measurable goal. Well, for most of us on WW, the measurable part is when we use the app, we can measure how we're reaching our goal by tracking our food, accumulating or using weekly points and or fit points. But for most of us, it's the weekly weigh-in. That's a measurable way to see how we're going about reaching our goals. The A in SMART means attainable. Is your goal really attainable? Like a goal like, I want to lose 50 pounds by the end of February. Just not going to happen. It's not healthy for it to happen that way. An attainable goal must be something that's possible. For you to say, I'm going to lose weight or X number of pounds, or at least try, that's what your goal is, to lose X number of pounds by the end of February. That's attainable. If you say something like, I want to lose 5 pounds by the end of January, that is attainable. So it must be attainable, and you must avoid trying to do it quickly. You didn't gain weight overnight. You certainly are not going to lose it overnight. So the R in the acronym SMART means realistic. Are you setting a realistic goal? Whoops. I think there are sometimes we should take the numbers out of our weight loss journey. You say, oh no. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get down to the numbers. And I look at numbers a lot too. I'm a numbers person. But why not say something like, well, I'd like to go down a dress size or a pants size. Or, I will go down a pants size by this amount of time, and this is what I will do to get there. I'll walk, I'll work out, certain time. It has to be realistic. If you want to say that I'm going to lose 50 pounds within the next couple of weeks, it's just not going to happen. I've said that before. Set realistic goals, something that you can do. The T means it has to be time bound. So in setting our goals, we do need to be conscious of a time element. So I think that's dangerous sometimes using this acronym because, life happens and sometimes we don't reach that time bound. Um, I'm not so concerned with me uh, getting to a certain weight by a certain time. I'm not concerned with getting into a certain size by a certain time. My main focus this year is to be consistently mindful of what I'm eating, to be consistently eating healthy foods, and consistently getting 10,000 steps a day. Well, right now with my job, that's easy. I got 10,000 steps before I went to my last break today. So, just things like that. So let's start setting some SMART goals, things that we know are specific goals, things that we can measure, a goal we can measure, something that's we can track. Something that we know we can attain. Because how many times, I know I did this a lot before I really started Weight Watchers in earnest. That I would set this lofty goal. Well, even last January 1st, I wanted to lose 90 pounds in 2019. I didn't. I lost a third of that, a little over a third of that. It wasn't attainable. And when I first set that goal, many of you said, that's kind of a steep goal, are you sure? I adjusted it over the summer. Then I thought, well, okay, I'll try to lose half of that, 45. That also didn't happen. And I'm happy with where I'm at now. I think I was 35.7 for the year of 2019. So this year I'm going to set a more attainable goal. My personal goal, ultimate goal, is to lose another 66 pounds. As of today, I've lost 81.6. So overall, my ultimate goal is to lose another 60. But for 2020, by the end of this year, I would like to lose another 30. That is attainable. I know it's attainable because I did it this past year. So how am I going to get there? I'm going to do what I was doing. I'm tracking, I'm walking, I'm eating healthy, I'm meal planning, that type of thing. So, sometimes those of us that have been Weight Watchers, sometimes we sometimes get lax and think we can retain all this. I'm writing it all down this year. I'm going to have it on the side of my refrigerator what my goals are. So I think 30 pounds for me, is a more realistic goal. And I'm going to set smaller goals along the way too. My next smallest goal is to get into the next set of numbers. Right now I'm in the 190s. I want to be in the 180s. So then we need to have a time frame that we're going to do this in. So my time frame is this year. I'm giving myself to December 31st to get that 30 pounds. If I can lose more than that by then, fine, great. I've reached my goal. So if you are new to my channel, I suppose I should have started this with this. My name is Sue, and I started Weight Watchers in earnest on January 1st, 2016. Now, I had been on Weight Watchers off and on for 10 years at least prior to that. And I would have success, and then I would stop tracking, I would stop weighing in, I would stop doing a lot of things, and I would gain it back. So, and each time I gained weight back, I gained more back and weighed more than what I had before. I'm going to insert some pictures here at the end of my video, so you can see. The first one is in October of 2015. It was one of the ones that made me think I better lose some weight. I was at a football game and snapped a picture, and then one that I took this morning. So because this was my morning picture, I encouraged everybody to take their picture today, so that at the end of the year we can do a pic collage. And I plan on taking my photo once every couple months. Just, I haven't done my full body shot yet. I will do that later today, I think, or maybe tomorrow because I'm off tomorrow. But I'll at least do a facial picture. So anyway, I have lost 81.6 pounds. I've been since January 1st, 2016. Now, during that time, we had a lot happen in our family. 2016, my daughter uh, was no, it was 250. She in 2015 she graduated with her undergrad. In 2017, she graduated with her master's degree. In 2017, also my youngest son graduated from high school. My daughter got accepted into college or into a PhD program at the University of Idaho. She graduated from Oklahoma with her undergrad and her master's degree. So we moved her to Idaho. My husband's health kept declining, and he passed away in 2017, which caused a whole roller coaster of emotions and emotional eating and stuff like that. And I was just starting to mend on all of that when in April of 2018, just 22 weeks after I buried my husband, my second oldest son committed suicide. Um, he just never got over the loss of his dad. And so my cycle of emotional eating started all over again. Uh, I have since gone to grief counseling, all while losing weight. Uh, After my son died, I lost everything. I lost my house. I lost my car. Um, I was essentially homeless. I didn't have any place to go. I was moving between kids for a while. When I moved, I stayed out in Idaho for 6 months last winter. And when I came back to northern Ohio in May, I still didn't have a place to live. I was staying with one of my sons, and I was camping. I was, living in my car off and on. My nephew had given me a car, and so I was doing that. I was traveling around, staying at different campgrounds, staying in my car. I went down to South Carolina to stay with my brother, and in August, I finally got a place of my own. It's an apartment that I'm renting on top of a house that a friend of mine owns. So, but since 2017 until August, I was just kind of wandering and lost. So, like I said, I went to grief counseling, and that helped me get some things under control. So, I still managed to lose over 35 pounds this year, or in 2019. So, I want to tell you that if I can do it, if I can lose weight under very uh, bad circumstances, so can you. If I can do it, you can do it. Uh, I have 4 living children, and they all have their own lives. They all have their own places, their own relationships and stuff. So I was glad to get out of their hair. Anyway, that's kind of my backstory right now. I have been struggling with weight for a long time. I lost weight before I met my husband, and we were married 2 days, I think, when I got pregnant. Got pregnant on my honeymoon. And I've had several miscarriages. A lot of it was due to weight. Also, one of my goals when I started losing weight was, or the beginning of this year, of 2019, was to get off my blood pressure medicines. I was taking 4 different blood pressure medicines a day. And I wanted to not have to rely on that anymore. My blood pressure was so bad that at times I had to go into the hospital to get an IV to bring my blood pressure down. I'm glad to report that I am officially off of all of my blood pressure meds as a result of the weight loss. I don't want to go back to that. So I keep that kind of as a reminder. Also, I have my beginning weight loss, or weight, when I weighed into Weight Watchers in January of 2016, which I think was around the 4th or the 5th of January. But I actually started the diet on the 1st of January. So I'm pretty sure I had dropped 4 or 5 pounds before I even got there. It was bad. I was mortified when I stepped on that scale. And again, I went up and down. As long as I was going to meetings and writing everything down, I did well. As soon as I stopped doing that, I did poorly. However, I have been an online only member now for going on 2 years, and I've been very successful doing that. Doing this YouTube channel has helped me greatly. So, uh, most of the time, I will show you what I've had to eat in a day. And uh, so, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And I'm talking about goal settings and diet and tips for losing weight over the course of the next couple weeks. So, my challenge to you tonight is to sit down and really figure out what your weight loss goals are. Uh, Try it without putting a number. Don't say, I want to lose 150 pounds. Say something, or maybe you could make it something like, by the end of next week, I will have created a food journal and have written down, good or bad, everything that I have eaten, because then I can go back and I can see where I need to make changes. So start small. Start with your goals small, because you get discouraged. I've got discouraged when I've set goals too high. Um, we don't want you to be discouraged. Those of us that have YouTube channels and come to you daily or weekly, we've been through it all. We've been through the highs and the lows, and we struggle just as much as anybody else. Um, but I'm telling you that if I can do it, you can do it. And this whole community is there to serve you, to support you. And it's just not on Connect. It's everywhere. I mean, you can Google the weight loss YouTubers. The ones that I like to watch are Let's Get Fit with Sandy. She lives up north from me. And sorry, Sandy, about your football team today. But and there's Carrie over with Weight Watchers, Carrie, that lives in Minnesota. We are all over the country. Anita with Chit Chat Paddywhack, she's out in California. We're all around the country, and all you need to do is reach out to us, and we will be there to support you. So, my challenge to you is, number one, take a photo today, January 1st, and then every couple months take another photo. Today and tomorrow, and maybe over the next couple days, really figure out your goals. And it's important to know why you are doing this. My big why, like I told you, was to get off those blood pressure meds. Another big why was because I just wanted to be healthy. I saw the picture I'm going to show you. I looked at that picture. I thought, oh my goodness, how could I have let myself get like that? And I wanted to look better. I wanted to be attractive again. I saw this thing last year. I think I showed it to you guys last year. It was a saying that said, "Do it for the holy shit you got hot." I'm thinking, yeah, that's one of my whys. I'm not there yet. It's going to be a while. But all I know is I had some months last year that in some weeks where I wasn't successful, because guess what I quit doing? I quit meal planning. I quit writing down. I quit tracking all the time. So those are all important tools. If you choose the WW program, I have to say I have tried a lot of diets, a lot of weight loss plans, and I have been most successful on WW. Welcome to our community. And if you've been here for a long time, we all need a reset. January seems to be the month where we're all resetting. And we get very, very highly motivated again. I know that I am right now, highly motivated again. And that's great. But when we really need each other is when we're not highly motivated, and to help us get through the slip-ups. We're all human. We're all going to mess up. We're not going to be perfect. And it's okay not to be perfect. what's not okay is to stay not being perfect. When you know you've fallen, get back up. It would have been so easy after my husband died just to go back to my old ways again and gain all that weight back. And I don't know what it was within me, where I got the resolve not to. Same thing after my son died. It would have been really easy for me to just stoop into some major depression, and I was depressed for a long time. If you would have seen me a year ago, I was not in a good place emotionally or physically. So this YouTube community has really helped me come out of a, a state of depression and feeling worthless. That's what it was. I had the very low self-esteem, and I still struggle with self-esteem. So, well, anyway, I'm into 20 minutes now. I haven't shown you anything that I've eaten today. I might do a combination video tomorrow. I did record it. I want to tell you I've had 22 points today. I am following the blue plan, which is the prior freestyle plan. So I've had 22 points today. I have 1 point left over. Last week after my weigh-in, I kind of went on a binge and I ate all my weeklies, but I've been good enough and active enough since then is that I'm finishing my weigh week because I weigh in tomorrow with 18 weeklies left over. Go figure. So I recouped that. All right. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Happy New Year. Write your goals down. Be smart about it. And we will talk later. Bye-bye.